One Piece is huge over there. One Piece is absolutely huge over there.
It's the best thing ever. For anybody that doesn't have a life, please start looking at this. Like this, 1,000 episodes, you will never get bored. It has everything from love, tragic, losing, winning, everything. Like this is a masterpiece. The first time I went climbing, I realized how little of a man I am. So we sat there for 2 hours watching this guy clean a rug.
Kirby's my favorite because she should be sucking the soul out of people. And I love that. Is Kirby gender? Like online, you see like in Asian countries, them taking pictures of people that look different. I don't say weird. They take pictures of people that look different, and they're very intrigued. And some people might find that rude. Other people might not. Like, did you experience any of that?
Yeah, I was on the train. I had these little kids take a picture. Blatantly, were just like,
You have just made the greatest decision in your life. Welcome to the show. Again, it's Christian, Steven, and John. We back. Round of applause to ourselves. We here, baby. We here, baby. And there's an explorer among us. that's the Steven. You know Lil Wayne's lighter flick? That's Steven. That's Steven's
the hookah bubbling.
the hookah bubble. But we got a traveler among us. Steven just got back from Japan.
Yes, sir. Japan's the greatest country on earth. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I thought you were Dominican. That's crazy.
I am Dominican.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with going to Dominican? Honestly, talking about Dominican.
Yeah, say that. Talking about that.
Talking about Dominican. I told my mom I was going to Japan. She's like, "Hey, pa qué?" Which is for what?
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Fucking mean for what?" She's like, "You go to DR, see your family." I was like, "They live here."
Mhm.
Like I saw them last week for Thanksgiving. Like what the fuck? I want to go see them again in DR. And I don't know. I feel like going to resorts and tropical areas it's the same everywhere you go. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like you got the blue water, you got the summer heat, you got the beach, the alcohol, whatever. I definitely like more of like a concrete jungle. I was like, Tokyo is like the next best thing, and it is the 100 times better version of New York City. I will not lie to you.
Is it as clean as New York City?
As clean?
It's clean.
Bro, it is way cleaner than New York City. And while we was there, like we were doing like research, like just like crime rate.
Mhm.
Tokyo is 81% safer than the entire United States.
There's no
What?
guns in Tokyo. Or like in
But
all those
besides that, like people have a mutual respect for one another, where they like crime.
Yeah,
is-
because there's no guns, bro. Yeah, you could go down the block and buy a blicky here, like
yeah,
know
but
what I'm
that's
saying? You
that would
can't
make
do
you that would
out
make you
there.
think that you respect the person a lot more, right? Like for example, like I understand that road rage in Jersey is less likely for me to get shot, whereas like if I go to Texas and I get into road rage, I'm not stepping out the car. I'm probably gonna get shot.
Be respectful. Everybody's carrying.
Yeah,
Just be
so I
respectful.
feel like your point is a little counterproductive because in reality, everyone carrying makes you want to sit in your car.
Because the way I see it is like I get that point, but you also have to understand not everybody knows how to control their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, everybody having a gun, it is more dangerous because not everybody is connected to emotions. People could get, like you said, you
Yeah.
killing somebody over them skipping you on a line is
crazy.
crazy.
I mean, regardless, Tokyo is super safe. Like
Nah, 100.
even in Japan, I think there's like a code where like if you see children or women suffering, like your job is to help them. What?
No, I'm just saying for you like that.
What did you was that you that told me about like somebody passing out on the street and they woke up just with their shoes next to them? Was that you telling me about that?
Yeah, so there's like I was obviously before I went over there, I did a bunch of like research on the greatest website called Reddit. And
Hey,
Reddit tells you everything you need to know. But
after dark.
I was on Reddit and it's like people will get drunk, pass out, and the police will bring you water instead of like arresting you because you passed out on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
that's different.
that is way different because if I was drunk in the middle of the street, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get fucking
Disorderly
conduct
yeah.
or some stupid shit where
And
it's like
they bring you some water with a little sugar, bring you back to life.
they,
You can
Damn,
leave a little some dumplings next to you, so you could like
bro, a little yo, a little like a
Gyozas,
like a little
What?
how do you say?
gyozas.
No, I was gonna say
Tea?
no, like
Ramen.
a broth, like a fatty
Oh,
broth
yeah,
to
yeah,
bring you
yeah.
back to life.
Yeah, and the other do that, and the other put you with a presidente, and then they'll do some tortón con salami right next to you, so when you wake up, you get something good.
That's
to
after
eat.
they robbed you, Nick. That's after they robbed you. But nah, I think Japan is the greatest country on earth. It was very much I really quit going to school just to make sure that before I died, I visited Japan.
But like,
School's
it's like,
death.
do you feel like that because you have that that connection through like because we see like we watch a lot of anime, and then there's an anime they people take still shots of like this is the anime and this is how it looks in real life. So you want to experience like like this is different, like this is real.
So in walking around, did you feel that? Did you see places and it was like, I know this place?
I think the only places, like one famous like arc right now is called the Shibuya arc in Jujutsu Kaisen. Spoiler alert, but it's literally at Tokyo Station. Like you can see everything there. Like in the train station, it's copy pasta. In the anime.
So that was the only like real place that gave you that. But did you get did you feel like this place is familiar because you watch so much anime and you're like involved in the culture a little bit?
Deja vu type of feeling.
Yeah, no, or just like you felt like you were in a familiar place. Like if I go to any city in America, I feel like I'm in a familiar place, just culturally.
Not really, because there's like some of the best animes come from like people in the country. I guess you could say like Naruto's like they have their own magic like land, right? But even like what's that show? Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is a country boy. You know what I mean? Like
okay,
so.
That's what you're saying.
I saw Mount Fuji. It didn't really make me feel like I've been here before.
Just a mind.
Yeah, it's nice. It's actually really nice to see, like, because you can see like the difference in color and like how big it actually is from how far you are. You're like, yo, that's actually fucking insane.
Let me say something though. The first time I went climbing, I realized how little of a man I am. You get me? Like it's like in serious. Like you see, like holy shit, like this is like we're nothing compared to the world. You get me?
Like, you felt small.
You felt so small because when you're at the top, you're like, holy shit.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were complaining the whole time. like how little of a man you were.
Like
you're like,
masculinity?
You're like, oh, my feet hurt.
Oh, no.
Well, shit, I'll tell you, talking about feet hurt, we walked so much in Japan, there was not a day where my feet did not hurt. And it's not like the muscles in my feet, it was like the bones in my feet, like my heel and like the ball of your feet, just constantly hitting the floor over and over again, walking. It's so much fucking walking. Absolutely worth it. Like, I was just like...
So, what was the best thing about Japan? Hands down, number one. Is there a clear...
Number one clear answer is food.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I don't know if maybe it's the chemicals in the American food, but over there, like, you would eat a little bit. Mind you, they got free refills on rice. So over there, I would eat one portion.
I have a problem in Japan.
Nah, I would eat one portion. I'm like, wow, why do I feel full? Whereas, like, eating American food, I could eat like 3-4 plates of some shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that was like the clear number one. Also, the cost, super cheap. Wagyu beef is what, $100 bare minimum here. I had like half a pound that Tiffany had bought me for like $60.
Wagyu.
I had Kobe beef in Kobe.
R.I.P.
No, not that Kobe.
Oh. Shout out to the Kobe.
Yeah. But the people over there, they're pretty similar to how you see them in anime. Like, I guess, if you watch like a Dominican show and you travel to the Dominican Republic and you see how loud they are in the show and stuff like that, you'd be like, oh, they're similar. Right. But in the anime, they are kind of like that. Like, the girls would see Tiffany's nail, they'd be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? But obviously in their language, but they do act like that.
Do you think there is a dynamic that exists where, like, anime's huge, right? And I would say maybe it's gotten bigger. Has anime gotten bigger? Like, more people are in it?
I think so.
You think so?
You would agree? I would say so. I would say
it's became more mainstream now. Like,
so they got more fans, so it's bigger, so more fans are in it.
The United States, yeah.
Do you 100%. Think, which I think maybe like there's more tourist. Did I say that right? Tourist?
Well,
I think turtle. Wrong guy when I say tourist, I'm thinking turtle. Am I saying that word right?
Tourist, yeah.
Tourist. There's more tourists in going to Japan now because there's so much more fans of anime.
Nah,
would you say that?
It's an expensive flight. It's not that. It's just
no,
like
but
anime became like cool.
Yeah, I think anime has become
before it
cool.
was shined upon like, oh, you a dweeb, you watch anime.
So I guess where I'm going is, do you think that the people in Japan see the tourists coming because of anime? And they look down on it and they're like,
I'm gonna stop you. The reason I'm gonna say no to that is because even the people in Japan fangirl, fanboy over anime. Like, we went to like anime exhibits, and these places were like packed. We went to like it was called Animate. It's like a 9-story building filled with like mangas and shit like that. That place was, the line wrapped around the entire. There was one like place to buy things at every floor, and every floor you went into, the line was like this, wrapped around the store.
And honestly, I feel like the people go to Japan or Asia in general just for how different the culture is. Like anime is just one of the additions
one
to
aspect
it.
of
You
it.
get me?
Yeah.
Like,
But the
you go to
food,
DR, the food is an addition, but you go to DR to see DR. You get me? Like you go to Puerto Rico to see Puerto Rico.
Do you think people in Japan, anime is from Japan, or is anime like?
I think it is. I think one of the very first animes was like Rocket Boy, or what was his name, Astro Boy.
Astro Boy, yeah.
Did you get a sense like they feel ownership of it? Like this is ours.
No,
I mean,
feel
I
like it's
couldn't-
like it's like there's a number one and number two for everything. You know, like Japan is like number one. Like you see, like you don't know about anime, but you know Goku.
It's my boy.
That's Japan. You know, so
Mhm.
like they've brought out, I would guess, like better material because there is Chinese anime. There's different type of animes, but
Mhm.
you're so used to the Japanese language. You know, like oh, this is.
I mean, I wouldn't say they felt ownership of like, I guess, all of anime, but I don't think they really care for something like that. Because out there, the second biggest thing is baseball. They fucking love
real?
baseball out there.
No, dude. Huge. Bro, the biggest baseball fans are in Japan, bro.
They love
It's
baseball.
Great, dude. It's like
Really?
it's like
Yeah.
Super Bowl times 20, bro.
Two of the
Wow.
best baseball players in the United States right now are Japanese,
Oh yeah, what's the guy's name?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
and the other guy that they just signed.
And you want to know something? And maybe I'll cut this off if you want to, but quick fact: Shohei Ohtani was supposed to go to the Phillies. The reason why he stood in the West and went from the LA, from the
Los Angeles to
Los
Dodgers.
Angeles to
Dodgers.
Dodgers is because the west side of the U.S. is actually closer to Japan. It makes it easier for people to come and see them. So if you were to go to Philly or East Coast, it would have been harder for people to get here. But dude, Japanese baseball,
That's
crazy.
Yeah, like what would you guess? Right, like I'll show you all of these. Right, what would you guess?
yeah. We'll get
is,
to that next.
is one of the biggest anime at the moment out there?
The best ever.
Hold
The
on,
biggest one out there.
Don't.
I think just from the knowing you guys and hearing about it, probably One Piece.
One Piece is big, but when we went to like the stores, Slam Dunk and Haikyuu, a
Wait,
basketball anime and a volleyball anime, people were going nuts.
Oh, and there's a cooking one.
Oh, Food Wars. People, I don't know what it is.
Insane.
That's hilarious.
And like there's like that animation, like you know how there's power ups, like you see them like powering up as they flip the ointment.
those are new.
Nah,
Those are old.
Not
The cooking-
old,
cooking
not
one?
new. Like
the cooking one, the volleyball one is just as big as One Piece in the sense of chapters and stuff like that.
How about the cooking one? How old is that?
I don't consider because One Piece is 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's not old.
but they have new episodes
You
every
get me?
fucking week because they don't stop.
Because I'm trying to think about this.
Whatever.
There's a lot of like we've gotten to where games are becoming simple. Like people are playing this game where you're a server and you're serving food, right? That's a popular game on what's this Nintendo?
Switch.
Yeah, that's like a popular game.
I mean,
Oh, the cookout game.
the cookout one, like that.
Remember we played them
Overcooked. Oh, but that's old.
But then there's
It's not
a,
that popular.
Then there's a game where you're power washing stuff.
Oh, I have that. Power washing simulator.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's these games where it's like everyday tasks that you're doing.
Yeah, there's truck driving simulator. Which
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's a
but
goat-
it's
There's
real
a goat
life.
simulator where you are a goat and you live as a goat every
Yeah.
single day.
You're LeBron.
Hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there are games like that. But
So like,
they
but
wouldn't be the
that,
most
what do you
popular.
think what do you think that is? Do you think that's like overstimulation kind of coming back? Like we were overstimulated with a lot of the games, that now it's coming back to like we want to play games of like
Nah,
everyday
over-
tasks, or are we so far removed from everyday
no,
tasks that we're
overstimulated games are still the most popular games. Like the most popular game right now is fucking Helldivers, and that shit is just like a cinematographic fucking beauty. Like it's just bombs constantly going off over and over again.
Fire,
And things
just
dying and
fire
shooting.
just exploding,
Like, it's just
big
constant.
monsters, like a whole
It's just
new world
constant bombing and
universe,
shit like that.
Things like that are winning, but there are people like I want to call them hardcore gamers. Like they just play everything.
Yeah.
You get me? Like this is like I want to experience every single game.
But, like, when
we
you
have
play-
a lot of friends
when
like
you-
that. They just you see them like you jump into like we have a Discord. Join our Discord. We talk every single day. We talk about everything, anything you need. Discord. But there's a group of people in there that you jump in and they're playing the weirdest thing, just having fun.
I'm one of them.
It's just like a lot of times people play games just like the Goat Simulator. There was a couple of us playing the Goat just because it was like, yo, like, this is stupid. Let's all do stupid things together. You
But
know what I mean?
I bet the fun part of it is the live experience with your friends.
With
too.
your friends, yeah, that's
something-
what it is.
Well, because
yeah.
I've played Power Washing Simulator, and it's more like I guess ASMR ish, where it's like you're kind of like, you ever seen like someone clean and you're like, wow, that was like nice. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like ASMR. I get what you're
Like
saying.
when people take the ear thing out of your like,
okay,
it's
not,
like,
I know
it's
what you're
that
talking about.
warm coming out of it type
That's
thing.
nasty as fuck. But yeah, I know what you're talking
Clean
about.
your ears.
But you never
Oh.
watch. There's a guy who washes rugs on YouTube. He's got millions of fucking viewers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I watch him all the fucking time,
Oh,
I like
that's
a
that
lot of
video you
videos.
showed me. Yo, we sat there for 2 hours watching this guy clean a rug.
bro.
I like, you know what gets on my timeline a lot? People cleaning the horseshoe.
Oh,
or
I
the
see that a
cow
lot
shoe.
too. Yeah.
with the
And they're just
power washer.
cleaning it. No, with the
knife.
They're knife. They're like scraping
Oh,
it and
yeah.
cleaning it. And then I started watching a lot of those, and then it started becoming
A little graphic.
cleaning infections.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm
when
like,
they take
I'm
out
like,
the,
where-
from the feet. When
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
the feet things.
and I'm like, where the hell are you taking me? And then it was like births, cow births started popping up on my timeline. I'm like, what's going on?
That's Texas timeline.
What's
Really,
going
'cause I
on?
don't know what the fuck that is.
What's going on?
But
But you wanna introduce these? What are these?
oh,
that you laid out.
Yeah, I can't reach that. Okay. Fuck with talk.
Yeah, but for the record, he could have. He's just lazy.
This is true.
He just put that out there.
This is probably America's biggest fucking anime. It's Dragon Ball. Sure, you can see that. One of the biggest that just ended. The art on this.
Mike.
Ooh. One of the biggest that just ended, despite the art being extremely fucking ugly. Shout out to Mappa for saving this fucking manga. Is Attack on Titan. There's One Piece, there's Bleach, there's a couple others that aren't like the hugest, but One Piece is huge over there. One Piece is absolutely huge over there.
This is the best thing ever. For anybody that doesn't have a life, please start looking at this. Like this, 1,000 episodes, you will never get bored. It has everything from love, tragic, losing, winning, everything. Like this is a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the greatest thing ever
I mean,
made.
it's got fucking 1,200 episodes. It's got to be good. You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
greatest thing ever made. 25 years and still running. You know what I'm saying?
But I'd say the three biggest things in Japan that we saw like at malls all the time was Pokemon Center, Nintendo, and a fucking random ass One Piece store. Like those were the three things you saw all the time. And if you go to Osaka, bring money because that place for some fucking reason just drains you of money. Like you walk around, you're like, I need that, and it's cheap. That's the problem. Is that you don't realize how fast those little fucking things add up. Like you go,
chipping in at the expense. Yeah.
you walk into the Pokemon store, you can see like you're like, oh, I can get 4 keychains. You walk into Nintendo, you get fucking 10 little things, and then you walk into like the One Piece store, and you're like, oh, I can get like 4 of these. And next thing you know, you spent $100 fucking on nothing.
I was gonna say how
Like example, I didn't need to buy all of these for myself. They were like $2 each.
oh, none of those are for me.
Oh no, one of them is for you because
Yeah,
I got a second Dragon Ball copy.
Okay,
But
which one is mine?
the one with Goku on it.
Which was mine?
You get a hug,
Let me see.
but I didn't
Hey,
need to buy
listen,
myself
Dragon
like
Ball.
You
all
don't
of these.
open that.
Yeah, that's like a display piece, I guess. 'Cause
So
unless
let-
you're gonna read it and you
let
know
me hold
Japanese,
So this is like I'll put this like in my office.
you
Nah,
could
I'll
if you
put it in
wanted
my
to.
office. Don't worry.
You could also open it if you wanted to read it, but I don't think you speak Japanese or read Japanese.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
it's all in, wait a minute.
It's in Japanese.
Is it backwards?
No, in manga you read from right to left.
Yeah.
You read like this?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you go
Like Arabic?
yes, and then you go down.
Yes.
Oh, that's freaky. Okay, but this is all in Japanese.
Yeah,
Okay, so then this is
But
gonna be a
how's that
showpiece.
freaky? Because they do drive on the other side.
they do. And also talking about driving on the other side, I went go karting out there, and it was like a 2-hour experience. Well, we went go karting, and the first time making a right turn was crazy. It was weird. I went
Because
super
you gotta
slow.
make it from the left side.
You make the You make the right turn from the left side all the way out because you see the cars coming this way when they make lefts.
So it's
So
like
they're over here.
It's like a
Oh.
it's like a thing you get hit from your side.
Oh.
Oh snap! Not chill.
Chill.
I don't care if the passenger gets hit, but me it's crazy.
But I mean that experience was cool. It was a little cold. It was really fucking cold actually
Mhm.
because the temperature in Tokyo is the same as New York. A little warmer, a little bit, maybe like 5 degrees, I would say. But we did it during the middle of the day after like noon, so it was kind of cold. And it's just there's so many people and so much traffic I couldn't really get to enjoy like the scenery as like I'm driving. Like I had to stay like hyper fixated on like what's going on in front of me. And also I was at the front of the fucking like the pack. So like I had to make sure I kept up with like the guy in the car because we were following him around. So I had to like focus on him, focus on the road. You hit a bump and your foot goes flying off the gas pedal. Like it was not many bumps in Japan, but if you did hit one, your foot was flying off the gas pedal. But other than that,
so wait, what is that experience? That's the Mario Kart thing.
It's called Japan Kart, but basically you walk in, right? Obviously you
Are they
find
customized like the actual Mario Karts, or they're just go karts?
they're just go karts and they have like little things on them and stuff. But when you walk in, the only like customization I guess you could say is there's a bunch of like onesies you could put on. Like you could dress up as like Mario, Knuckles, Sonic, Pikachu.
What did you dressed up as?
I dressed up as Warm because it was cold.
Oh, how about what did you dressed up as?
I dressed up as
Lilo and Stitch.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Tiffany had like 3 coats on. Like,
Can you throw like bananas and shit?
no, that would have been cool though. I thought because people were pulling their phones out to record, but since I was in the front, I got caught super early. Like he pulled over, he's like, "Don't do that again," because out there they're like super strict about like driving with and having your phone on and stuff like that.
That's why when I do excursions, you gotta do it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because you could let it go and you speed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, there was a car in the back too. You have to be like the middle. I did want to be in the front because I wanted to create the space so I can push the cart. The cart was slow as fuck. I was so upset. But
so where will you rank this as like your life experience, like going to Japan, being born, like things like that?
going to Japan, being born,
Oof.
maybe dying. I haven't experienced that one yet, but that might be third.
okay, that's
Top
not bad.
3.
That's not bad.
What's this?
Oh, those are the part of the gifts that I got. So these are chopsticks from the Pokemon Center.
Mike.
So we got 2 pairs of chopsticks from the Pokemon Center.
Let me see.
They both have Mew on them. They're pink. There's one in there. Here. This is Kirby. It's just like a little display piece of Kirby.
Kirby's my favorite because she should be sucking the soul out of people. And I love that. Is Kirby gender?
It's a boy.
Gay. Is it gender?
I think Kirby is a boy. Kirby's a boy?
Yeah.
He's a boy?
He be sucking the soul out of people.
He don't suck the soul. He copies your powers.
He
takes your soul.
Yeah.
Sucks your soul.
This is a small Jigglypuff keychain.
That's for
That's for the producer.
Yeah.
This is probably also for the producer because we're men and we don't use these.
What is
But
that?
Let me see.
it's a face mask.
You crazy? I use face masks.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get
Name
beautiful.
3 face mask
I'm
products.
trying to stay beautiful.
I don't, bro.
Sarah
They bring
V.
them. I don't.
Okay.
Sarah
Yo,
V face
also-
mask.
Also, I don't.
Elf.
That's a face.
That's a makeup brand.
I've been to Walgreens.
But
like 2 times.
also, I don't know if it was the altitude, but I constantly had to keep putting lotion on my fucking face and lips. Like
Huh.
instantly,
your
my skin was
elbows?
dry. I got good elbows, brother.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Can you
appreciate
explain
this. Thank
people?
you.
So
Thank
he's
you.
been abusing
Thank you.
the word brother. So can you explain to people why you've
I
been
don't know.
abusing
Brother.
brother?
Yeah, I don't know where did that come from.
That came after Japan. And
It
for
did
some
come
reason,
after Japan, but I
he's
don't know
been
why.
saying brother to everything. Like we were in a Discord and he was arguing with somebody. He was like, "Well, brother, it's on you." He's like, "Don't call me brother." I'm like, "Whatever, brother." I'm like, "What's going on? What's up with?"
I don't know. I
brother?"
picked it up, but I like it, brother.
That sounds like I've been watching The Sopranos, and that's how they say like brother, and that's how they say like
They be like,
mother.
brother.
They're like, respect me like you respect your brother. Let's say something like that. They be saying that.
Yeah,
Nah,
okay.
but
Now I walk around the house just threatening Cecilia in Italian accents.
But like to describe the
Not
experience
amazed.
from like touching down, the airport was pretty. Everything is smaller over there. The airport was pretty small. This was one of my first times, besides the Dominican Republic. This was one of my first times traveling like outside the country internationally.
Okay.
So the American passport isn't that powerful. So we had to like fill out some fucking some paperwork to get into the country.
I mean, you do that with to go into the DR as well.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
you gotta,
but DR, so the paper's this big,
No,
and you write, "Yes, I'm here for visitation," and that's it. Like,
no. It's I don't know if you haven't been in.
and they charge me $20.
They
I don't know if that's legal.
No, they do that in DR too.
do it there too.
Oh,
and
no,
now
I
it's-
mean in DR they charge me $20.
Like, remember how in the plane they used to do in the plane? Now it's not. You don't get a paper. You gotta either do it on your phone before you.
Oh,
land,
really?
Or you
Yeah.
go, there's a computer over there that you have to
Oh.
sit there and fill out a couple words and stuff like that.
I don't know if it's because I fell asleep and I missed it, but I don't know if we were supposed to do it on our phone. But when we landed, me and Tiffany were like just scrambling, trying to like where we get the paper. So once we found the paper, you can tell that a bunch of Americans were there because all the pens were gone. So we were dying to find a fucking pen. And then after we landed for all the car folk out there, yes, there are GTRs everywhere. I'm telling you, it took maybe 2.5 minutes from touching down that we saw an all white like 90s GTR, like mint.
Nice.
We took a taxi to the hotel. Taxi was cool. They drive on the right hand side. What else was different? Oh, let me tell you my experience.
Bidet.
Bidet.
Cleans your ass.
So let me tell you my experience of the toilet, bro. So we're in the hotel. I'm kind of tired, because the whole plane ride or whatever. I've dropped my stuff off and I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. This toilet is huge.
Nice.
This toilet is huge and it's slanted like this, and I'm like, okay.
Points it down.
Yeah, pointed down, and across from the toilet, like at your eye level, there's buttons, all in Japanese. So I didn't know what the fuck they did.
There's a wall.
Huh?
So there's like a wall in front of you.
Well, there's a wall, and at the bottom of the wall, like kind of where you're gonna be seated, like eye level, there's buttons.
Okay.
So, once you sat down, the first thing that threw me off guard was the seat was warm as fuck. I was like, was somebody already sitting here? Like, what the fuck? But the seats are warmed up. Like, even in the train station, the seats are warmed up. You can play music so you don't, like other people. You can play music or flushing noises or just noises in general. So the people next to you don't know that you're taking a shit. You know what I mean?
Funny.
That's cool as hell.
Very
I-
insecure.
Nah.
Who cares? I'm using the toilet.
Well, it's a different culture. For them, it's like a lot of privacy. You know what I mean? Like, also, like,
But like if I jump into the bathroom, I hear 50 Cent playing, I'm like, oh, he taking a shit.
Yeah, I think
What's
maybe
the
it's more like a
difference?
polite, like
It
a,
Yeah.
was more so flushing sounds. Like that was the option. And I feel like as a female, I know whatever, but we have pads
Boo.
and tampons that make sounds, and it's kind of nice, like that the people around you aren't necessarily aware of what's going on
yeah.
within.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I understand.
Okay.
So it's just a nice privacy thing. Like,
Yeah.
let's
No,
say
so
you had
for-
a vomit, you go in there, you slap that thing on your nose.
So something that was funny to me that so I took this trip, driving CDO trucks, whatever the case is, and we were stopping. It was like from Amazon to Amazon, and in the Amazons, there were like neutral bathrooms, so men and women, and then they had like these menstrual pads in the bathrooms, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. I never seen this before, like, which is tough and different.
You take
know?
one? Just
I was
because you could?
Yeah, I said
the
fuck
American
it.
thing. Just steal it.
Just because you could, take one.
Yeah, I did take one. They're good
He's
for
like-
nosebleeds, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, that's valid.
That's true.
But now one
I
thing.
like that noise thing because it's like, what if you ate Chipotle and you're mad
wet.
gassy and you're like, I just need to go let it rip.
Oh
You
my
know what I'm saying?
God.
You go in there, you just put the little flushing noises, so now it sounds like you're farting in a waterfall. You know what I'm saying?
But then after you shit, the bidet washes your ass right up.
The day's amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
We
But
have
another.
a front one too for pussy, so that's great.
That's good.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
you know how valid that would be after playing ball for hours. You sit down.
take
right?
a shower, Steven.
No. But listen.
I was
Just take a shower.
I was
No,
gonna
listen.
say.
Listen. I gotta take the train. I'm hypothetically, I'm in Japan. I just finished playing, some baseball. I stop at the train station. My balls are way too sweaty. I don't know if you experienced it.
Balls is hot.
Yeah, your balls is way too hot. You know what I'm saying?
They taste like the chips.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If you haven't seen that video, it's right here.
Yeah.
But anyway, so regardless, fuck this ball story. Another cool thing I think they had is that every single stall in the men's bathroom, they have a seat for you to put like your toddler in. Because you know how in America you would have to take the handicap stall and like have your toddler run around in there. There's a seat in every single one of them for you to put your toddler in it.
I think that speaks to
How much caring they have for the people.
Yeah.
but also like America, we're trying to maximize all the space to do as much as possible.
Yeah.
So if we make room to put a seat for a toddler, that's one less bathroom. No,
Yeah.
we need another stall. Like we need more of everything.
Like the handicap stall, the one bonus I think the handicap stall had was, I'm pretty sure it would be for like disabled people who have difficulties like wiping their ass or whatever the case may be. There's like a little, not a tub, but it's kind of like a urinal that you can wash your ass in,
Oh, okay.
which I thought was pretty cool.
Hold on. So
Hold
if
on.
I'm peeing, I'm
You're not supposed to pee in the
I'm
thing.
peeing.
You're not supposed to pee standing
And
up
then
in
there's
Japan.
a stall. Somebody's like,
No. The big, you know how we have the handicap ones here that are really big
Yeah.
for, I guess, for people with wheelchairs, and that's a fucking it.
yeah.
Because apparently that's the only handicap in America. In Japan, they have like there's like the toilet, and then there's like this thing here, like a wash basin. I don't fucking know what to call it, but it has like a hose that you can use to like wash your booty. Because if you're older and you can't like wipe your ass and you just finish taking a shit.
But boy, damn, how? Now, first of all, this is concerning because there's a bidet. If the bidet didn't clean anything, damn dog, like.
Well, I mean, you still have to wipe after you use the bidet, cuzzo. Like,
but there's no toilet paper.
There is toilet paper, but it's a lot easier to wipe your ass, especially when you're old and fragile.
And this is why I use wipes. That's too much work. You know what I'm saying?
But regardless, even if you had the wipes, again, part of being old and fragile is that you can't reach or whatever the case may be. And it's easier to just wipe your ass or wash your ass standing up.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
I like that. I wouldn't.
So wait, they be twerking in the toilets?
What are you talking?
Like
about?
I don't get this washing ass. Like is there a sink?
It's just
is
like
there a
it's like
sink in there. Like you
it's
have
just like
clothes. Like
it's just like positioning wise more comfortable to wash your ass that way. Like you could stand up and like it's just another option.
Like there's just water that sits there. It's like
there's a fucking like hose. Like
una manguera, logo.
I'm assuming.
What I'm thinking is like there's a little pond. And there's like, there's been a couple people here today. Now I'd rather not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's very unsanitary.
For real. Yo, the one thing about bidets is you don't go back. Like I have a bidet at the house, and if I ever use another bathroom, I feel disgusting. Ever since I started going to bidets, ever since I started using bidets, like if I poop somewhere else and they don't have a bidet, I feel gross.
I just feel like it takes longer to leave the bathroom. Like I feel like I've been wiping for 50 fucking wipes. Whereas like in Japan, I was like, I would do one wipe bidet and then like 2-3 wipes, and I'm like, damn, this shit's spotless. You know what I mean?
I mean, you only get that here on a male podcast. You're only gonna get poop talk here on a male podcast.
But that was the situation with the bathroom. It's probably my second favorite thing is every bathroom was fucking spotless.
Nice.
Like, when we were in Disney, we went to Disney and some kid dropped his popcorn. I'm telling you, in under a minute, somebody was out there like this. It was kind of freaky, not gonna lie. You ever seen those movies where like someone just comes out of fucking nowhere and starts cleaning like instantly, like a robot?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like that. Like it was instant. The guy was like this, picking up the popcorn. Like the kid still hadn't even finished crying about his popcorn while he was picking up the popcorn and then dip. Like that's how clean they are over there.
We got a popcorn drop on section 2, please.
It might be like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is there something that you would say skip? Something you went to do and you were like, I wouldn't do that again. I would focus somewhere else.
I think
the Pig Cafe.
For me, definitely not really. Like it was whatever. It wasn't that. It wasn't. Wait, I don't think I paid for that. So I didn't really want to go, but I think Tiffany paid for that, so I wouldn't skip that because it was still an experience nonetheless. I think the go-karting for me is like it was a skip for me.
It was skip. It wasn't as
well. It's because it was $200 for me and Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
Right, and then like I was freezing. The go-karts are slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I really couldn't see anything because I was so focused on the road. So it just felt like I was go-karting in America. You get what I'm saying? Like
you would rather like sit on top of a like someone give you a guide. That's what it felt like. Like someone was giving you a guide at a tour.
Yeah, like you were driving around. I mean, you saw a couple things, but once you got to like the cities, all you saw was people. You know what I'm saying?
And they were all like, "Look at these idiots."
That's honestly what it felt like because they were taking pictures of us. They were taking pictures and laughing, and I was like, either they've never seen this before, or they think we're really fucking stupid.
Okay. So lastly, you obviously look different than the people there.
Mm-hmm.
Was that because I see online a lot of people online you see like in Asian countries them taking pictures of people that look different. I don't say weird. They take pictures of people that look different, and they're very intrigued. And some people might find that rude. Other people might not. Like, did you experience any of that?
Yeah, I was on the train. I had these little kids take a picture. Blatantly, were just like, just took a picture of me. I heard it and I was like okay.
You feel like a celebrity?
But Dominicans do that when they see a white girl. Like, hey,
that's true.
Hey, come take a picture. Hey.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's true.
No, for the most part, like, it's really 50-50 out there. Like, you'll get looks usually from like younger people, but like the older people kind of give you like a I don't want to say a dirty look because I don't want to paint that image. You know what I mean? But
they be asking, where's this MCM book bag?
They got money out there also.
Yeah,
but the older people kind of just like are indifferent about you. You know what I mean? Like a little less friendlier, I think would be the best thing to say. Or they look less inviting. You know what I mean, to a conversation.
Is it like how other people see New Yorkers?
No, because New Yorkers, everyone's indifferent about everyone else. Oh, another fucking thing about that, right? Now that you mentioned New Yorkers, the bumping into each other is crazy over there.
Yeah.
Because like in New York, like if we're walking, we understand that there's a pack of people going this way and a pack of people going this way, right? And if you brush shoulders with someone, you're still gonna turn around and be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? Most people, right? Whereas like in Japan, it does not matter. People bump into you and never even turn around. You don't even exist. Like you get bumped and you're just like, at first I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like I kind of turned around. I was like, "What's this guy's problem? Like, did I do something wrong or?"
Yeah.
And then I started realizing that the more I got bumped, I was like, "This is just fucking normal. Like these people just walk like this. Like they just don't care."
Wait, were you seeing other people be bumping into other people?
Yes.
Or,
yes.
okay. I was say if you just kept getting bumped, bro.
No. When you go to the Shibuya crossing, like the amount of people, because like I told you before that like I didn't say this on the pod, but people will wait for that light to turn green for them to cross, even if there's no traffic, right? It could be dead middle of the night. They will wait for that light to cross. So at Shibuya Circle, which is like what you've seen in the movies where people are like crossing the street all 5 ways, like all directions, there is where you see like a bunch of people just just smacking into each other.
What do you say?
What?
I thought you were gonna say something right now.
Nah, it was extreme. So
Okay.
I know you were gonna say.
Yeah, it was
I
know you were
crazy.
gonna say.
It
Just
was
say it.
crazy.
Say it. Say it.
Not like Hispanics, Asians, man. We're racist, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
thought you were gonna say something else.
Say it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they bump into each other because they.
That's even worse.
All
than
right.
what I
Make a
was
note,
gonna say.
Make a note.
What the
with
fuck?
HR department.
But I think
so-
once I took my braids out, I got way more people staring at me. But also, I feel like people would stare at me in the U.S. because my hair is so big.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? My hair was like this that day, like so.
Okay. First for our listeners watching right now, if they're going to Japan, what's the one place you recommend they go eat at?
And say the name correctly.
I wouldn't remember the name, but it's gonna be between what does the food include the experience?
Yes, it has to.
It has to,
Because that's
Alright,
part of
so-
the trip.
Number one, because of the experience, it's gonna be the ramen at Naruto World. That's gonna be number one.
Really?
The ramen is good. It's good ramen. It wasn't the best ramen I had in Japan, but the experience tied to it, like, because honestly, you walk up a mountain through a highway. It's raining. It's it's kind of like a mountainy area, so it's kind of cloudy. I'm assuming that it's probably like that most of the time.
So you earned that shit. You earned
You
that.
got you got to earn. And after, because before we ate the ramen, when you go to Naruto World, it's not very big. You can walk around it in like 6-7 minutes. But the thing is that they give you missions to do, right? So it's kind of like puzzles. They have like a jungle gym. So we did all of that shit before we decided to like we took a break, and it felt like we're actual like ninjas taking a break from our mission to eat. Like
That's funny.
that's what it felt like. So the experience was super dope with the ramen.
That's funny.
Number two, probably there's a 50-50. We went to this gyoza bar. Oh wait, hold on. It's gonna have to be between the Wagyu beef and souffle pancakes. Yo, when I tell you that souffle pancakes are the greatest thing on the fucking planet,
Where was that place at?
there's a couple. There's multiple. There's some here in
So just,
in,
so just get
in the
souffle
US.
pancakes. When you go out there, so just get souffle pancakes out there. Okay.
I think the place is called Happy Pancake. I think there's like it's a franchise over there. But I'm telling you, those souffle pancakes disappeared like seconds, gone. It's because the only part that's like actually like not fluffy is like the top and the bottom, and the rest of it feels like air. Like I was just like, and it was gone. The Wagyu beef is also really, really, really good. Yeah,
like
good.
Kirby. So in closing, in your experience, is that a place that you would consider like living? Can you see you having a life there
I'd go right now, bro.
and live there?
Absolutely. I'd go right now just for the food alone.
Was there a lot of
But how about if you were
Americans?
fit and you didn't like food that much?
fit people like food?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Nah, like, you know, like people
Also-
like that.
also-
Like, there's people that, like, you know, that is so strict with their food. They're
Oh,
so
that's true.
disciplined with their food. I'm saying, like, take the food. Like, we know you're thinking as you right now. It's for the other people that not so enthusiastic.
Like they don't
about-
care about food? Like people
Yeah,
don't care
yeah.
about
Like,
food?
like me, I
People-
don't care about food.
The people that are gonna be like, "Oh, I can get that here. I don't
Yeah,
need to, I don't
you
need to
know,
live
like-
You can't
there."
get that. You can't.
No, I'm saying, but I can get a version of that here. I don't need to live there. Like, what
Yeah.
else would drag you to live there?
The cost of living is rather similar, a little cheaper, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like after we traveled to Osaka, we kind of saw a couple temples and stuff like that. It's really nice, like the nature out there, but no different than like American, I guess. I guess besides like the food, it has to be like the cleanliness of every fucking city. You know what I mean? The
care they give.
The customer service, immaculate, like bar none. Like we walked in and I probably heard arigato gozaimasu a million fucking times.
Say that one more time.
No.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
What does that even mean?
Arigato gozaimasu.
What is that?
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
So they would say thank you for walking in, thank you for ordering, and then when they give you the food, they say thank you again. And not just one person; it's everyone at the fucking cafe.
Did you see a lot of Americans there?
Honestly, I thought I would see more. I didn't. For my expectancies, I would say no.
So it's just you?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Damn. I would like everyone in the cafe to like and subscribe and do everything. Steven, tell them where to find us.
You can find us on YouTube, Discord, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you go download those apps if you don't have them, and then subscribe.
If you've been to Japan, leave your comments below. Give Steven his feedback on everything he said.
Peace.
Bye.